when I first started a priori, I knew that I had to record the interviews. But so I originally conceived the project as a photography project. So I wanted to take pictures of my participants, and I wanted to somehow document their stories of recovery. And with time, I started. I think it started when I listened to the stories again, so I wanted the photographs to be black and white photographs. I took them with a 4x5 field camera as black and white images, kind of like, again, to relate to the historical aspect of the project. But I also wanted to, when I make art, I always kind of like want to make the viewer question, what are you looking at? I think that this started with my first series of the Renaissance portraits, where people would come up to me and say, but this is a painting. I have seen this painting. And I said, no, it's a photograph. And I had several people actually argue with me. So this idea of what do you see when you look at art is important to me. And so I wanted to make these black and white photographs of a priori to look like they could be still frames from a documentary. There's obviously a documentary aspect to the project. So I looked at documentaries, and because I had different languages in the project, I figured I had to use subtitles. So I came up with the idea of printing the photographs, but with subtitles. So I wanted to add quotes from the interviews to the photographs, and that's when the idea started to form of writing down all the parts from the interviews, not just the quotes, but every word, every comma, everything. And this is now such an important part of this project. I almost want to say, for me, it's the most important part. Listening to my participants' voices again, and hearing the accents, sometimes hearing, kind of like remembering the places we recorded in. It's like almost like a meditation when I sit down and write down or transcribe the interviews. It's definitely a ritual. And it's really fantastic to do that in a space where people can approach me and say, what are you doing? What does this have to do with the photographs? Why are you writing, in your own handwriting? Why are you writing in German? So I like that the presence, my own presence in the show, and for people to be able to talk to me about the project.